Another princess story. Spoiler, she's not getting a fairy tale ending.
Hellfish. This isn't Disney. Meet Evelyn Maeve Whittier, Asheville's favorite narcissist, fraudster, and alleged arsenic enthusiast.
Parents spoiled her rotten. Literally. Like, sell your kidney for a handbag rotten.
And when life gave her competition, she copied the popular girl like a bad photocopy. Oh, Rachel, I love your hair. Can I also have your soul?
Then she married poor Frank, military man, heart of gold, liver of regret.
Frank worked overtime to pay her debts. Evelyn worked overtime to fake love letters, priorities.
And then, plot twist. People around her started mysteriously dying. Coincidence or career change?
Sonia? Dead. Frank? Dead. Terry? Mysteriously ill. Carol? Arsenic appetizers.
Busted for fraud, she fled to Florida, pulled a long-lost twin scam, and, shocker, it was her all along.
The trial was chef's kiss. No twin. Just Evelyn, her lies, and a one-way ticket to prison.
Karma's a bitch, and she's frostbite.
So kids, remember, if your mom insists on life insurance and cooks you dinner, maybe order takeout. In the heart of the city of Asheville, North Carolina, in 1958, Evelyn Maeve Whittier was born, the only daughter of a simple couple, Harold and Lucille, who worked in a textile factory at the foot of the Blue Ridge Mountains. After years of waiting, Evelyn's presence was a gift, making her the center of the world for Harold and Lucille.
Aw, look at baby Evelyn, born to working-class heroes and already sucking the life out of their savings. That kid's crib was probably lined with credit card bills.
Yeah, well, turns out being special costs a lot. And the bill? Straight to Mom and Dad's soul. Every one of Evelyn's wishes was fulfilled, every dream supported, regardless of the family's financial limitations. Lucille, with overflowing love, dressed Evelyn in beautiful clothes, creating the image of a princess amidst simplicity.
I swear, they dressed her like royalty, but the only crown she deserved was from Burger King. Even Cinderella had a bedtime. This brat got gold-plated diapers.
She was the sparkle in their eyes and the hole in their wallets. However, this happiness came at a price. The family's savings dwindled, eroded by the expenses to support Evelyn's luxurious lifestyle. Neighbors and relatives who witnessed Harold and Lucille's sacrifices often whispered, "It's a good thing there's only one child. If there were twins, who knows what would happen?" These whispers were not without reason. Harold had a family history of twins, a genetic possibility that always loomed. Yet fate seemed to hear their prayers. Evelyn grew up an only child. As time passed, economic hardship forced Harold and Lucille to work harder, leaving Evelyn in the care of her grandmother. At her grandmother's house, Evelyn was surrounded by male cousins, becoming the only girl among them.
Let me guess. Raised like a queen, worshipped like a goddess, and later acts like Satan's middle manager. This ain't ending well, Chief.
She sure took main character syndrome to biblical levels. The special attention and constant praise reinforced Evelyn's belief in her own specialness. Her striking beauty and always well-maintained appearance made her the center of attention in every social setting. When Evelyn entered high school, Harold and Lucille decided to move to the city of Charlotte, seeking a better school for their daughter. However, in the big city, Evelyn faced a new reality. Her beauty, which was once unique, was now overshadowed by other girls who were no less charming, even wealthier and more popular. Evelyn, who was used to being the center of attention, felt lost. She was no longer the most beautiful one.
Welcome to the real world, Barbie. Turns out there's a whole damn catalog of plastic queens out there.
Yeah, and Evelyn didn't take being runner-up very well. The obsession to regain the spotlight led Evelyn to Rachel, the most beautiful and popular girl in school. Evelyn imitated Rachel's style of dress, accessories, and interests, trying to become a reflection of her friend. Her efforts succeeded. Rachel, who was kind and innocent, accepted Evelyn as a close friend. The closeness with Rachel returned Evelyn to the circle of attention, giving her the position of second most beautiful girl.
Rachel, honey, blink twice if you need help. Evelyn's got that I'll wear your skin as a mask energy.
And Rachel thought she made a new friend, Spoiler alert, she made a stalker. In high school, Evelyn fell in love with Frank Hayes, a popular rugby athlete from a humble family. Evelyn's parents did not approve of this relationship, hoping their daughter would marry someone from a wealthy family like Rachel. However, Frank's persistence and sincerity melted Evelyn's heart. After graduating high school, Frank joined the military and was stationed in California. He sent most of his salary to Evelyn, who was still in high school. This financial support allowed Evelyn to continue maintaining her luxurious lifestyle. Soon after Evelyn graduated, she and Frank married and started a new life in California. They were blessed with a son, Michael, who was raised with an abundance of love and luxury, similar to Evelyn's childhood. However, Frank began to feel pressured by Evelyn's extravagant spending.
Frank's wallet cried itself to sleep every night. That man was financially waterboarded.
Love makes you blind and broke. Evelyn always defended herself by saying that her mother, Lucille, gave the expensive items to Michael. This lie concealed the fact that Evelyn used Frank's credit card without permission, hiding the mounting bills. When debt collectors started arriving, Frank was forced to work overtime to pay off his wife's debts. Amidst the financial pressure, Evelyn asked Frank to buy her a new car, using Frank's recent bonus as an excuse. Frank, who always tried to make Evelyn happy, granted her request. However, this false happiness only masked a bitter reality. Frank was stressed and began to seek solace in alcohol. Feeling neglected and lonely, Evelyn created a new drama in her life. She began writing fake love letters, as if she were admired by many men, hoping to arouse Frank's attention and jealousy.
Fake letters? This chick's running a soap opera and playing all the roles. Give her an Emmy and a straitjacket.
She craved attention like a vampire craves necks. However, Frank, increasingly weary of Evelyn's lies and manipulation, was unmoved. The birth of their second child, Carol, did not change the family dynamics. Evelyn felt jealous of Frank's closeness with Carol, feeling that her husband's attention was divided. When Harold passed away, Evelyn and her family returned to Asheville to be with Lucille. There, Evelyn's jealousy intensified as Carol developed a close relationship with her grandmother. Evelyn tried to transform Carol into a mini version of herself, comparing her to Sonia, Carol's feminine school friend. However, Carol, who was a tomboy, refused to change. Suddenly, Sonia fell ill with mysterious symptoms and passed away. Shortly after, Frank also began to experience serious health problems. One day, Frank came home early from work because he was sick and found Evelyn having an affair.
Damn, this guy comes home sick and walks in on betrayal. Evelyn, you ever consider not being the worst person alive?
He didn't even fight. That's not peace. That's straight-up defeat. Too tired to be angry or confront her, Frank left home and slept in a public park. Frank's condition continued to deteriorate, and he was diagnosed with liver damage and hepatitis, exacerbated by excessive alcohol consumption. He passed away shortly after. After Frank's death, Evelyn received a letter that revealed a family secret. She had a twin sister who was adopted at birth due to the family's financial constraints. Evelyn and her children were shocked, but did not attempt to find the unknown twin sister. Evelyn used Frank's insurance money to pamper herself and her children.
Oh, good. She's got blood money now. I bet she bought Gucci grief and Chanel guilt.
She mourned like a true sociopath at the mall. When Michael was about to get married, Evelyn financed a lavish wedding for him. However, Michael and his wife Terry's happiness was disrupted when Terry experienced a series of mysterious illnesses, including a miscarriage. After moving house, Terry's condition miraculously improved. Lucille's death followed, and Evelyn once again squandered the insurance money she received. When her money ran out, Evelyn began committing fraud to obtain funds, from reporting fake gas leaks to claiming false damage to her belongings. Her efforts failed, and Evelyn became increasingly desperate, even trying to seduce a police officer to become her lover. In her desperation, Evelyn took out life insurance policies in Michael and Carol's names. Shortly after, Carol began experiencing the same symptoms as Sonia, Frank, and Terry. However, Evelyn was arrested for check fraud before her evil plan could materialize.
Okay, that's it. Either this family's cursed, or Mommy Dearest is dosing the damn soup.
The puzzle pieces are starting to look like a goddamn crime scene. While Evelyn was detained, Carol's condition mysteriously improved. Michael and Carol, suspicious of the pattern of mysterious illnesses surrounding their mother, conducted a toxicology test on Carol. The results were shocking. Carol was poisoned with arsenic. They realized that Evelyn might be responsible for the series of deaths and mysterious illnesses that had befallen their loved ones. While Evelyn faced charges of attempted murder, she was released on bail and fled. In her escape, she headed to Florida and changed her identity to Alara.
New name, same psycho. She's like a murderous Pokemon evolution.
She went from Evelyn to Alara, from toxic to full-blown venom. There, she met Jonathan, a wealthy man, and started a new life. As Alara, Evelyn created a false story about a difficult past and mounting debts. Jonathan, captivated by Alara's beauty and kindness, married her and brought her into a life of luxury. However, their happiness was threatened when Evelyn contacted Alara, claiming to be her twin sister in need of help. After a secret meeting, Alara disappeared, and Evelyn reappeared in Jonathan's life, claiming that Alara had died of a rare disease. Jonathan, unable to let go of his wife's memory, became involved with Evelyn, unaware of the horrifying truth. However, Evelyn's lies began to unravel. Alara's friends were suspicious of her sudden death and the disappearance of her body. They reported their suspicions to the police, who found Evelyn and arrested her on charges of murder and fraud. In a sensational trial, the truth about Evelyn and Alara was revealed. There was no twin sister. Alara was just a false identity created by Evelyn to escape her past and manipulate those around her. Evelyn was sentenced to life in prison, but even behind bars, she continued to seek attention and drama.
Life sentence? Pfft. That woman probably saw prison as a new stage for her drama series.
And yep, the show didn't end there. It just got a new season. Evelyn was allowed to leave prison for 3 days to celebrate Christmas with Jonathan, who was still attached to her, presumably with bail money. However, Evelyn escaped, creating a new drama in her flight. Eventually, she was found frozen to death in the mountains near Asheville, where she was born.
Frozen in the place she was born? Poetic? Sure. Ironic? Absolutely. Deserved? Hell yes.
She died chasing the spotlight, and all she got was a mountain and a frostbite obituary. Evelyn's tragic and lonely death became a bitter irony for a woman who had spent her entire life craving the spotlight and attention.